So go to change my state. Went to changing information.
Yep. Oh, so you have to click. Because as is right now, you're trying to click.
Okay.
So when you click on the folder, it'll open.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll drop it. Go create a drop down.
Yep. There you go. And then now
Good. You're good, buddy. Thank you. You gotta get better at this. Okay, everyone, welcome back to round two. So for Pioneer, it's going to be Jose on the bottom table with Rakdos Mid range yet again. And on our top table, we have Mr. Moore, which looks like mono black. We're looking at mono black. I will definitely have to get with Michael if this is what you would call mono black control or just straight mono black good stuff. We're running Gifted Etherborn, Tenacious Underdog, Lily of the Veil, Leyline of the Void, Sorin, Grey Merchant of Asphodel, Invoke Despair. We're even running Nyxthos Shrine to Nyx. That's amazing. All right, so I'm really digging this. So we got Mike at 5 mana. Got Castle Lochthwain. We got some Fields of Ruin hanging out. All the things that are good. So we got Lily with 1 counter on it. We're going to have a Graveyard Trespasser, moving one of Mike's cards to the Exiled Zone with an additional die counter on Lily of the Veil. Lily of the Veil is so wild coming to this new format. I'm so excited to have I'm just like the fact that Lily of the Veil, so Liliana of the Veil is a card that has been a mainstay of Modern for a very long time in a number of formats. So for all of our kind listeners who may not know what this card is, Liliana of the Veil, 1 colorless, double black for a legendary planeswalker. She comes in with 3 loyalty, +1 loyalty. Each player discards a card. -2, target player sacks a creature. And -6, separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. They sack all the permanents into a pile of their choice. So very few people use the ultimate on Liliana of the Veil. Forcing players to sacrifice a creature gets around indestructibility. It gets around protection because it's targeting the player and the player has to make a decision. Each player discarding a card is perfect for Michael because he gets to discard value cards he can just reanimate back to his graveyard. And he just keeps, forcing Jose to get rid of cards that he may not have access to. All right. So, creature play by Mike. It's already been burned out by Chandra Torch of Defiance. I love Chandra Torch of Defiance. It's such a good card. Everybody who knows me knows about the basic. I'm all about the basic aggro fun in games. I love playing stuff that just pushes people into a bad spot. This looks like Pioneer. So I'm looking for Dalton. So look, we have a Lily of the Veil on our side. And that's we're on ready to game 2. That's the crazy thing about this format. It is just all over the place. Modern deck lists are right here, but I was looking for Dalton's modern deck list. Yeah, because I have what looks.
He's not. He's still writing.
Okay, cool. You have one on a printing label. You need modern, right? There you go. Yeah, because it's not written out. All right, thank you. All right, so we're looking at some pretty lightning fast matches. Not gonna lie, that's another thing I love. You sort of love and hate it about Pioneer. One way or the other, the matches are going to be fast, whether you win or lose. That's typically why I love running horribly janky decks. They either soar like an eagle or they sink like a brick. Now, I will say that with multiple Lilianas being in the mono black deck for Mike, it could be sort of relevant if Jose just pitches a Croxa to the graveyard and just makes it that much easier to bring into play. So that is one issue. So I would be very interested to see how the guys sideboard for this. It's always fun to see like two really grindy decks just see how they play against one another. But so Jose's just double checking his sideboard. Michael has already presented the cut. Apparently Mike already knows what to do. He already knows what's up. Now, there are a number of a variety of options actually that that could come into employ. So for Mike's options, we have a full playset of Thoughtseas, Go Blanks, Epic Downfalls. There's actually just a super prevalent removal package for Michael in the sideboard. That very well could come into play. Now, as far as Jose goes, though, I mean, he does have Extinction Event. He does have Hidetsugu Consumes All, additional Invoke Despairs. You do have access to Rending Volley, Kolagon's Command. Now, Kolagon's Command, it can be pretty good because it can add to the consistency of the deck, rounding out the other copies he has main deck. But also, too, with Kalidas Trader to Get, it's just a big, thick boy. It's a very strong creature. Kalidas, Trader of Get, for our kind viewers and listeners, Kalidas, Trader of Get, was from, I believe, Oath of the Gatewatch. It is a 2 colorless, double black, 3/4 lifelink, which is very relevant. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile it and put a 2/2 zombie creature token on the battlefield. For 2 and a black, sack another vampire or zombie, put 2 1/1 counters on Kalidas. So you can sit there, gain lifelink off of Kalidas, gain creatures for removing theirs with all of the removal you're already running in your deck, right? And then you can just start sacking one creature for extra counters. You sack one creature, it now becomes a 4/5 lifelink. Can go toe-to-toe with Shieldred, but still gain damage. Gain the lifelink damage. You can actually put 2 counters on Kalidas straight up. Kalidas and Shieldred will murder each other together, but you're still gaining life for it. You'll gain like at least 5 life off of it. That's a pretty nice swing of value. Also, you're not spending anything to get the creature tokens that you're sacking to make the counters. At late game, you have enough mana. You could actually probably pop this off twice in one turn. The creating a zombie token is not once per turn. It's anytime a non-token creature would die. So if you have a ton of removal in your hand in Kalitas, you can just like get Kalitas out on the field and just start whopping value down. So Graveyard Trespasser on Jose's side. I already see a Nykthos Shrine to Nyx for Michael, so we could start seeing some shenanigans. We're going to get the Murderous Rider removal side on the Graveyard Trespasser. Let me look that up. I believe it's Swift End. Yes, Swift End. 1 double black, instant adventure, destroy target creature, planeswalker, and you gain 2 life. So Michael will go back up to 17. Jose's still at 21. So it's, the funny thing about Magic is I am pretty bad with the pronunciations of some of these cards. I've heard it called Kalitas. I've heard it called Kalitas. However, I think Kalitas just kind of flows a little better for me. It just could be my horrible southern accent and enunciation. That is... Actually, you know what, chat? Hang on one second. Going back to what Neon first said, yeah, we need to work on this screen a little bit for the pixel count so I can see what everyone's killing. There was a creature played on Jose's side. So basically, every time Jose is playing a creature, like, Mike's just killing it. Like, okay, you're going to play a creature? Cool. I'm going to kill that. And for example, I'm going to kill that. So I think I feel pretty confident in saying that, like, when Michael sideboarded, he was done with sideboarding and had presented his deck to cut for like a good 2 minutes before Jose had even started reshuffling his deck. So being a vicious, angry aggro player like myself, I'm guessing he just said, oh, okay, I have 15 cards of removal. We're going to put in 15 cards of removal and call it a day. So we're going to play Kroxa. The graveyard. We're going to play our Bonecrusher Giant. Michael will play a Gifted Aetherborn. All right, we're going to trade. We're going to do tradesies. So puts Mike down to 12. We're going to have Kolagon's Command. Down to 10. Michael was looking through his zone for a moment to see what he had. We're going to play yet another Gifted Aetherborn. Removal, stomp, and swing with Graveyard Trespasser. I'm going to play a Bloodtide Harvester. And Mike's at 4 already. And that's it. Packs it up, takes it home.